Welcome back guys, and in this video we're going to be exploring structures, also known as structs. Alright guys, so a structure, also known as a struct, is a tool we can use to create our very own data types. Structs allow us to store values of multiple data types and give them a label or name so we know what each value represents. It might sound a bit confusing, so let me go ahead and show you. So let's say we have a library and we want to store a book's information in a single variable. The information we want to store is the book's name, author, and number of pages. You might think we can use an array or slice since they allow us to store multiple values. But an array or slice can only store values of the same type, and it wouldn't be clear what each value represents. Instead, we're going to make our very own data type using a struct. First, we're going to create our very own data type called book using a struct. So since we're creating our own type, I'm just going to go ahead and type type, just like this. Now I'm going to put our type's name, so I'm just going to put book. And now I'm going to type struct, and then curly brackets, just like this. Now inside these curly brackets, we're going to put the fields we want our type to have. Fields are named sections where we can store data of a specified type. It's going to be really easy to understand once we're done. So for our first field, I'm just going to put name, and then string. And we're going to use this field to store our book's name. Next, I'm going to put author, string. Then I'm going to put pages, int. So we're going to use this author field right here to store the name of the author, which is going to be of type string. And we're going to use this pages field to store the number of pages in the book, which is going to be an int. So now we've created our own type using a struct. Now let's create a variable using our book type. So in our main function, I'm just going to go ahead and type myBook, equals, and then I'm going to put book right here, which is the type we just made. And I'm going to put curly brackets right here, just like this. Now in between these curly brackets, we're going to assign values to the fields in our variable. So I'm going to type name, Snow White. So this is going to assign the value Snow White to our name field in our myBook variable. And then we just have to put a comma right here like this. Then here I'm just going to put author, Jacob Grimm. And here I'm just going to put pages, 15. And then I have to put a comma right here. So now we've created our book variable and assigned values to its fields. Let's try printing our myBook variable. So down here I'm just going to type in fmt.println myBook, just like this. Now let's go ahead and run the code. And as you can see, the values in our myBook variable were printed. So since we set the name to Snow White was printed right here. We put the author to Jacob Grimm, so Jacob Grimm was printed right here. And we set the pages to 15, so 15 was printed right here. But we can also access individual fields in our struct. So instead of printing out the entire myBook struct, I'm just going to put .author. And what this is saying is that we want to access the author field in our myBook variable. So let's go ahead and run the code. And as you guys can see, Jacob Grimm was printed. And that's because we set the author of our book to Jacob Grimm. We can also edit values in our myBook variable. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete this real quick. So right here, I'm just going to type myBook.pages equals 100. And this line of code right here is going to change the value assigned to our pages field in our myBook variable. And before this, I'm just going to type fmt.println myBook.pages, just like this. And let's also print it after we make the change. So I'm just going to copy that and paste it right here. Now let's go ahead and run the code. And as you can see, the pages value in our myBook variable was changed. First it was 15 and then we changed it to 100. We can actually make our code shorter by deleting the names of our fields right here. So we can just go ahead and delete name right here, delete author right here, and delete pages right here. And this is exactly the same as before. Also, since we're declaring our myBook variable like this, the order of our fields matter. That's because this first value right here is going to be assigned to this first field. This second value right here is going to be assigned to this second field, and so on. So if we just go ahead and delete all of this right here, and then type fmt.println myBook, and then we go ahead and run the code. As you can see, it works exactly the same as what we had earlier. Now I'm going to show you that we can create multiple variables using our book type. So right here, I'm just going to make a variable named myOtherBook. So I'm just going to type myOtherBook, equals, book, curly brackets, and then I'm going to type life of Cody, comma, and then I'm just going to put 80 for the number of pages in our book. And then down here, let's print out myOtherBook. So I'm just going to type fmt.println myOtherBook, just like this. Now let's go ahead and run the code. And as you can see, we created two variables with the same type. The last thing I wanted to show you is what happens if we create a variable using our book type and don't assign it values. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete all of this right here. And I'm just going to scroll back up. Now let's delete where we have 15 comma right here. And if we hover over this, as you can see, we're getting an error too few values in struct literal of type book. And that's because since we're not assigning values to all of the fields, we actually have to type out the name of our fields. So I have to put name back here and author right here. And then down here, instead of printing myBook, I'm just going to put myBook.pages. Now let's go ahead and run the code. And as you can see, the pages field in our myBook variable is equal to 0. And that's because 0 is the zero value for int. If you don't assign a value to a field in a struct, the value will default to the 0 value of that field's type. Now I'm going to go ahead and delete all of this, and I'm just going to type var myBook book, just like this. And then down here, let's just print out myBook. So I'm going to type fmt.println myBook, just like this. Now let's go ahead and run the code. And as you can see, our myBook variable was assigned 0 values for all of its fields. Also, we can still assign values to our myBook variables. So I'm just going to type myBook.name equals Alice in Wonderland. Now let's go ahead and run the code again. And as you can see, myBook's name is now equal to Alice in Wonderland. So in this example, we were using books, but I don't really want books. What I would really appreciate is if you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos.